Hello, and welcome to my next Executive Series video. Our topic today is process validation, with specific focus on the number of validation runs. Aaron Snyder here from Quality Systems Explained, where we make quality systems simple for you. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. For an outline of our agenda, check out the status bar. And make sure you stick around to the end to get the bonus questions. Our topic, number of validation runs, directly supports the process validation requirements in the standard and the regulation. Those come from 1345 section 7.5.6 and 820.75. Number of validation runs in 5 words. Support PQ runs with statistics. As we move through our process validation, we go through IQ, OQ, and PQ. We're going to have to test product and do sampling at various different points throughout that process. This is particularly important when we get to the performance qualification, or the PQ, because we need to determine the acceptable number of runs to show that our process consistently reproduces and produces a quality product. Historically, this number has been 3. That's due to previous FDA communication and other guidance that was out in the industry. When the Global Harmonization Task Force document came out for process validation, it set a new expectation that we needed to determine what the appropriate number of runs is. As we consider various pieces of information to help us make that determination, we need to look at the annual production volumes, the historical performance of this process or similar processes, the annual sales rates, the complexity and the risk of the product, and then finally, what statistical confidence do we need in order to show that the number of runs within our performance qualification matches what we would see during annual production. What we do within the PQ needs to match what we would normally see over an entire year for normal production. That sample size needs to support that. How do I know this is working? Well, first, my number of PQ runs is based on statistics and risk and has a documented rationale captured in the PQ protocol. And then second, when I execute my PQ, I have the right number of runs and I capture those runs and they all meet their acceptance criteria and my PQ passes. How do I know it's not working? Well, first, I just used 3 runs in my PQ. Second, the number of runs in my PQ has no supporting documented rationale. And now for those 3 bonus questions. First, how do we determine the number of runs that we are going to run in our PQ? Second, where do we document the rationale to support the number of runs that we selected in our PQ? And then finally, what happens if one of our PQ runs fails during the process validation? Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Send any questions to me at qms.jedi@gmail.com. This is Aaron Snyder from Quality Systems Explained, making quality systems simple for you.